Unit 4, Topic C, Extend Queries with Criteria. In the previous topic, we worked with a basic select query where we took a couple of fields from the customer table and selected them in here in the query grid. And we ran the query using the run command there, and the result of the query was displayed on screen as a data sheet. When I go back into the query design view, the next thing I want to show you is that queries can become a lot more complicated because this is a very simple query and we might want to ask a couple of other questions from this query. The first thing we might want to do is to ask a question that not only relates to customers but also relates to, for instance, orders. We know that customers are orders are, and let's say that again. We know that customers and orders are related, so that one customer might have more than one order. And we might want to construct a query that limits the output to a particular customer and its orders. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to add the orders table into the query. I'm right-clicking and I'm selecting Show Table, which shows me a table of all the different tables that are available, and the one that I'm interested in is orders. When I click Add and I close the Show Table, the orders table is automatically added to the query. And I hope you remember that when we looked at relationships, we saw that in the Northwind sample database that orders and customers are related to one another in such a way that one customer can have many orders. It is not necessary for us, therefore, to go and do this join in the query, because the relationship that exists between those two tables is carried through to the query, and we don't need to redefine it. What is possible now is to have a selection of fields both from the customers and from the orders table. For instance, we can now add order date, or we can add notes, shipping fee, or any of the tables in the orders table to the query grid down below, and thereby selecting them for display. Now, the way to do that is very simple. If I want to add another field into the query grid here, I simply double click it on the table itself. So if I double click on order date, which I've done twice now, I'm going to delete the one instance, it automatically gets added to the query. So I've added order date from orders, and I've added ship city. So what we're looking for now is all of the customers and all of their orders, but particularly what date was the order placed and what city was it shipped to. Now, if I run this query, which I'm doing now by clicking on the Run button because I have the design ribbon open, I can see the result here, which says that there is a company and the company has a representative. The fields are mixed up a bit here, and that company is located in a particular city, and that company has placed an order on that date which was also shipped to that city. Now, the order here is slightly wrong, so I can go back into my query design and simply change it around. So let's say I want company to be the first output field. I will move it, dragging it with my mouse. So now the order is company, and then first name, last name, city, and then the last two fields are from the orders table, which gives me the order date and the city to which the order was shipped. If I run it now, Clicking on the Run button, the correct order now is Company A, Company A. There's the representative, there's the city in which the company is located, and there are two orders associated with this. There's one on the 24th of the 3rd and another one on the 24th of the 5th, and both were shipped to Seattle. Now we can see that in this query result that there is two instances of a company, 1, 2, but each have a unique order, and that is simply a function of the fact that one customer can have many orders.